197 pounds, Big Ten battle. Number 2, Phil Davis of Penn State against number 3, Mike Tamillow of Northwestern. These two guys met a couple of times in the past year. Davis beat Tamillow in a dual meet last season, but the Northwestern wrestler turned the tables in freestyle this summer at the University Nationals, won the 211-pound title, most outstanding wrestler at the event, and he's got Davis in a little bit of trouble here early.
Davis has got incredible balance. He's in this position too often for him. Look how easy Tamillow got in. Davis has got uncanny balance and flexibility. You can't teach that. That's just definitely good genes.
3-time All-America selection, or actually earned that honor by his performance at the national tournament. He made it to the national final in 2006, 2 years ago, as a Big Ten champ. Last year maybe slipped a little bit, 4th at Big Tens, 5th at the NCAAs. He was ranked number 1 much of the season.
He had trouble peaking at the end. He didn't look like himself at the end. Some of the Penn State guys struggled there at the end of the season. You got to have that gas tank full. That's something that Minnesota and Oklahoma State tend to do pretty well in general, is peak at the end of the season and win NCAA team titles. You look here today, Minnesota lost 3 of their 4 bouts. Not a very good showing. But, you know, I'll still look for them to be right up there at the end.
Well, Tamillow was 7th at Nationals last year, winning his first All-America honor. Big Ten champ.
Look at that
this weight class.
Yeah,
these guys are certainly showing off right now.
Oh, he's got the cradle. This is his thing. Oh, nope, he's not going to get it. I think we might see a stalemate here. But this Tamillow is committed to 2 deep shots. I think we got to go stalemate soon. Davis is going to try to cradle him. Call potentially dangerous.
Davis, senior from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Tamillow out of Oak Park, Illinois.
Davis reminds me of one of his club coaches in Harrisburg named Craig Corbin. Craig's worked with him a lot. Just kind of that uncanny counter ability, and also on top. The Davis's strength, his cradles, that's what his key thing is. We should see if he can get it going against Tamillow.
The great wrestling tradition at Penn State that you were a part of. So how about this? He's got the potential to become only the 4th 4-time All-America in Nittany Lion wrestling history. That would put him high on a list with a lot of talented guys.
Indeed it would. That'd be pretty awesome. Greg Alinsky, Jimmy Martin, Cheryl Abbey, some of the guys that have been 4-time All-Americans for the Lions. Those guys are consistent performers, and Phil has done that kind of consistency.
15 seconds.
End of the first here. And Davis maybe trying to add some points. He got out of a precarious predicament in the early going there, balancing on 1 foot. Tamillow had the upper hand, couldn't put him away, and we are still where we started, scoreless, as we head to period number 2.
I've seen Phil in that position a couple other times in competition. He gives his leg up too easy, but he relies on his balance and flexibility to stay out of that position.
Davis already with a win over a ranked wrestler this year, beat number 8 Hudson Taylor of Maryland by tech fall.
Then he also steamrolled Hofstra's ranked wrestler in the dual meet the other day. So he's a machine.
And doing big things here to start off the second. About 2 for the reversal.
Penn State assistant coach Dave Hart was an All-American for Penn State a couple times in an upper weight class. He weighs about 200 pounds, and he works with Phil a lot. And I've seen, you know, he's really pushed Phil and helped in his development a great deal. It's kind of in wrestling, you get your personal coaches, and Dave's responsible for the big boys and done a great job with Phil Davis. Phil stalling a little bit right here. He's got to work to finish this takedown or work up or do something. He's almost out. Not what Phil Davis wanted. He would have liked to have got a clean chance on top to get that cradle working. Now, this is a key for Tamillow. Tamillow's going to have to pick up the pace and try to get a takedown.
Troy Sunderland, head coach of Penn State, looking on as his wrestler tries to protect this 2-1 advantage. Under a minute to go in the second.
Let's see which guy really takes control of ties here and mixes it up. They're both kind of just pushing and shoving right here. Phil breaking it out. Look, a little big level change. Let's see if he tries to score at the end of the period. You know, as you remember from last year's CST broadcast, I really emphasized guys scoring at the end of the period. You see a lot of guys doing it, but we haven't seen that tonight yet.
Now, you talk about meeting guys in this event, and certainly the focus is winning at the end of the year in the postseason. Do you think guys played a little close to the vest and don't want to give up some of their best moves to guys they may see later on down the line this season?
You know, I hope not. I hope they break out the kitchen sink in an all-star meet and just go at it, see what they can do. I think it's your advantage to mix it up and go at it.
Tamillow went for it there at the end of the period, but Davis hangs on, still 2-1 the advantage at the end of the second. Davis got on the board with a sweet reversal.
Yeah, that was. He moved his hips really good. Keeps good base, Tamillow falls off a little bit. Davis slips out. And Tamillow's going to pick bottom here in the third period. He's got his work cut out for him. Boom, nice escape. See, Davis messed up by not holding him down.
2-1, Davis over Tamillow here in the third period.
Tamillow's got to get to work here. He's got to move this. Davis' strength. If he's going to win this match, it's got to be now. He's got to get moving. Now, I mentioned Dave Hart, Phil's personal coach, but at Northwestern, Bill Shear is Tamillow's personal coach. He's the volunteer coach. Almost cradle. He's got it. He's got a cradle locked up. There it is.
And this is bad news for the Northwestern wrestler. Davis racking up the back points right now.
Uncanny the way he just slipped that on there. It didn't even look tight, but he got him anyways. He's got tremendous length and strength.
Credit Tamillow for getting out, but still 3 back points for Phil Davis, lengthening his lead now to 5-1.
Nittany Lions breaking it out. Gotta love the alma mater busting the cradle out on top. Is that our first? No, it's not our first set of back points. We've seen Griffin get some back points early in the night. Look, he's still going to work on that cradle. It looks like Tamillow's going to have to go back to Northwestern and get with Bill Shear and work on this bottom stuff. But Shear's done a great job developing the upper weights at Northwestern. Jake Herbert, you mentioned earlier, NWCA champ. Tamillow at 197 here. Nice escape. All right, he's going to break it out. 30 seconds. He's got to get aggressive. He's got to finish takedown, but he's too many points broken open. The cradle just breaks open the match. He would need a big throw.
37 wins, leading the way for the Wildcats last year for Mike Tamillow, but doesn't look like he's going to get the W tonight. It will go to Phil Davis of Penn State. When you add on the bonus point for riding time, it's a 6-2 victory for Davis of Penn State. And last year, he was upset. He failed to make weight for this event and forfeited. He comes back and struts his stuff for the fans here in Eugene, Oregon. Phil Davis gets the win at the NWCA All-Star Classic, thanks in part to that cradle to back points.
Look at that, he reverses it. Hip ice over. That is really hard to do. He's got good length. He's got it. Wow.
Impressive for Phil Davis. A winner here in Oregon.